Well, hello there, first fan. I'm back. I'm back in London. If you were following me on Instagram, you'll have seen that I was in Lahore for the last month, and I took a little bit of an unofficial YouTube hiatus. It wasn't intended. I did intend to make videos while I was in Lahore, but I was literally so busy when I was there that I had no time, and I'm very blessed and grateful and fortunate that I was that busy. You know, I was doing Fashion Week, and then I was literally like booked for shoots for the entire month. Like almost every day I was shooting. If I wasn't shooting, I was sleeping, because over there generally the shoots are 12-hour days rather than 8-hour days like you get here in the UK. So a lot of recovery time is needed, especially when you've had to wake up super early and wear like very heavy bridal garments. So yes, I have another haul for you today, and it is a Punjabi themed haul. Well, not necessarily Punjabi, but just stuff that I picked up while I was in Lahore. So I wanted to show you what like goodies I found when I was there, because there's lots of really good shopping. So I did find time to shop while I was there. But before I get into the haul, I just want to give you a little bit of a life update, and I'll put a timestamp if you're not interested and you want to skip straight to the haul, so you can skip to the appropriate timestamp. But yeah, while I was there, it was crazy. Like I'm really starting to. Another reason why I kind of took a little break from YouTube is because I'm kind of mulling over the future of this channel, just because, you know, as we go through life, we go through certain changes as well. And I feel like the intentions with which I started this channel, not just started this channel, but which I progressed this channel, some of those have slightly shifted as well. And I just want to kind of keep you in the loop about that. So when I started this channel, I primarily started it to talk about veganism and about my journey you know, into raw till 4 and detoxifying my system. And I was already on a very spiritual path when I started the channel, and I just kind of felt like I had a responsibility, because social media was starting to become quite integrated with the sort of fashion industry and modeling that I was doing at the time, that I'm still doing, and I felt like I had like almost like a moral responsibility, but also like a divinely guided purpose to use my platform to promote veganism, not just as a compassionate lifestyle choice, but also self-compassionate, you know, doing the best thing for yourself and for your health and for the environment and, you know, the planet that we live on. And I'm definitely want to keep this channel about that, because that's still very much what I'm about. That still drives me. I definitely want to keep talking about not just diet, but also sustainability in our wardrobes, because that's something that, you know, I work in the fashion industry and I work as a model, so that's something that plays a big part in my life. So I can kind of feel like I can be an influence where that's concerned. And then I also want to continue to talk about women's health and wellness and natural healing. Also from a spiritual perspective, like I have been doing for several months. When it comes to some of the other things that I was talking about, like if you saw my last video where I was talking about the climate march, you know, some of my videos did have, and definitely some of my my philosophy has had a very kind of like fuck the system mentality. And you know, I still have some of the, I definitely still believe that in a lot of respects, but at the same time I'm going to have a slightly different approach to things, and I feel like I should just keep you guys in the loop where that's concerned, because I don't, you know, I just want to explain why my content is going to change slightly. I'm not really in the space where, you know, I'm interested in being an activist anymore. because I just feel like it's a waste of energy. I think with the knowledge that I've been acquiring slowly over the last year, you know, I've got deeply into, just deeply into the occult, deeply into hidden knowledge, reading a lot of ancient texts and things like that, like the Kabbalion and just, you know, metaphysical texts and, you know, the work of like various people like Napoleon Hill, Manly P. Hall, a lot of these other teachers, I've realised that the knowledge is available for maybe not everybody, because there's probably a lot of people on this planet who maybe don't have access to books and the internet, or maybe who are not literate. But for the vast majority of people, we have access to that knowledge now, and we live in the information age. So anybody who wants the knowledge to up-level their life can get it. So I'm not interested in wasting my energy trying to save people who don't want to be saved. I think everybody is here to improve their own lives and be the example to other people, to show them how to improve their own lives and how to escape this matrix. How to not necessarily escape this matrix, but how to kind of work with it. And so that's definitely what I'm going to be about. So my content is definitely going to include things like personal development and career-based stuff as well. Like if you watched any of my videos where I talk about modeling, like one of them was how I became a model and how you can too, how I used law of attraction to lose weight, where I also talk about how I manifested my first Vogue cover. I am going to be teaching you how to use these laws of the universe that I have been using throughout my career for the last 10 years, and I'm going to be sharing some of that knowledge with you as well. I don't really want to be creating a lot of content that's divisive or political or things like that, even though, you know, in its essence, I don't really agree with the way that the system is run. I don't really agree with the idea of borders and the system of government, which I believe is a system of slavery. I think that generally the bars that keep us shackled, that doesn't make sense. But the greatest prison is your own mind and your own limiting beliefs. You know, you could put someone in a cage. You don't even have to put a lock on it if you just lie to them, or tell them that they're, you know, that they're nothing, or whatever it is that control systems have made people believe is their capability. You don't have to keep a lock on that prison. People will not step out of it just because of their own limiting beliefs and their own fears. So it's about setting yourself free, really, and you have the power to do that, and you have the freedom to do that. And as soon as you start doing it, you realize that, like, it's mainly the fears that you've created in your own mind that you're not free, that are keeping you trapped. And once you kind of break those chains, you'll realize that they were only put there by you. But I'm not going to go too deeply into that right now, but that will be a recurrent theme throughout my videos. So yeah, I think I've explained enough about the direction that I'm going to be going in. Another thing that I thought was like just an anecdote that I thought was really crazy interesting when I was in Lahore was, and I've talked about this before, I was getting crazy angel numbers, like crazy number synchronicities. I don't know if any of you get number synchronicities, but I've been getting messages from my guides for the last, I don't know, it's been like 6 years or something since I first moved to Thailand and I was modeling there. I've started seeing certain number synchronicities, and they change all the time. You know, sometimes it will be, the first ones were 6-9 all the time, and then it was 11-11, then it was 22-22. Now it's a lot of 4s. I keep seeing repeating 4s, and when I was in Lahore I was getting 4s like crazy. Since I got back to London, I've been seeing more 3s. So they'll just keep appearing to me to the point where I catch their attention. And you can if you've studied numerology at all, basically numerology is the science of numbers, and basically we live in a mathematical universe, right? You can see the Fibonacci sequence inherent in all living things. You'll see it in the head of a sunflower, you'll see it in the human body, you'll see it in cloud formations, like it's in everything. It's a code that the universe is built upon. So each number has a certain vibration of frequency. Like the 0, it's the allness, the nothingness, the void. It's magnetic because it's nothing, right? So it's a vacuum. The 1 is, you know, it's the one, the oneness, the something out of nothing. It's the masculine principle. The 0 is the feminine. You know, it's a whole. The masculine. The 1 is a phallus. The 2 is union, duality. You know, all of these ideas of, you know, 1 splitting into 2. The 3 is creation. 4 is stability. So it goes on and on. So each number has a different vibration. It has a different meaning. So when you see repeating numbers, you can basically look them up. So, you know, if I'll just be like on a shoot or something, or I'll be out and I'll just, you know, someone will be like, what's the time? And I'll look at the time and I'll be like, oh, damn, it's 12:44. And this would happen like 10, 15 times a day. So when I see the 12:44, sometimes I'd ignore it. Right now it's 15:15. I wonder if that's a code. But when it keeps repeating, like I'll see it again later, like it'll be like I'll see 9:44 in the morning, and then somebody will send me like a screenshot later in the day, and the time on the screenshot will be 9:44 as well, and I'll be like, okay, that's the second time I've seen it, maybe I should look up the message. And then I'll look it up, and then it will be, you know, a certain message, you know, giving me guidance that I need at that time. So the only other time that the numbers were popping off this much as they were when I was in Lahore, was when I was in India. And I feel like it might be because, you know, I'm in the land of the ancestors. I mean, so I have some British ancestry, I have some European ancestry as well, but most of my ancestry is South Asian. I'm 3/4 South Asian. So, you know, I feel like over there, there's like probably a strong connection to my ancestors, and that's why the numbers are just popping off. I mean, it might not be true, you know, it could just be me making it up, I don't know, but I just know that I was seeing the numbers like crazy, and I was getting a lot of guidance and a lot of just a lot of support from, you know, the divine realm. And I feel very motivated, I feel very loved and supported right now, and I feel fully like I can go forward into my mission, and I fully trust in the universe that everything's going to work out just as it's supposed to. And that's exactly how you want to feel when you're kind of heading forward into the unknown, because I don't know exactly what it's going to look like. I know that I was getting a lot of opportunities when I was there. I'm heading to India soon as well, and I'm also going back to Bali. So I literally don't know exactly how things are going to unfold, but I feel really positive about it. And I'm still working on my clothing line. I'm still doing the model scouting. I met lots of incredible talent in Lahore. That, like, some of these models, photographers, makeup artists who are coming out of Pakistan right now are like crazy talented. And it's wonderful to see the industry there emerging into something very, very promising. So yeah, like that's my life update. And you know, I thought I wanted to share it with you, so I hope you enjoyed me sharing that. Now, let's get into the haul. Okay, so what we're going to start with. Okay, so I bought these cutie little things. These are like little gifts for my nieces. My nieces are 8 and 4, I think, something like that. I don't know, the ages keep changing. I can't keep up. But I bought these beautiful handicrafts from the airport in Lahore, because I was so busy that I didn't have time to hunt down handicrafts. But I was talking to the guy in the shop, and he said that they're certified by the governor of Punjab. You know, so these aren't like some crappy little made in a factory thing. These are made by actual artisans. So this is a wooden box, and they use different colored paints, and then they layer them, and then they carve into them to reveal, you know, the different colors. So this one's gold, black, and green, and then it's velvet lined inside. And I'm going to get some nice color pencils, or maybe some like spirit markers or something for the girls, so that they can do some little art projects. And then this one is a blue one, and my nieces haven't been to, I don't think they've been to Pakistan yet, so they live here in the UK, so it will be really nice for them to kind of like connect with their culture a little bit. So yeah, excited about that. What have I gotten here? Okay, so I bought these from Borjan Shoes, and these are some of the, they need a little clean. These are some of those clear heels that are trending at the moment. So yeah, I know they're like high street fashion and they're plastic as well, but I do really love this trend, and I've been wanting to I've been wanting to buy a pair of these for a while, because I just think that they look so nice. So yeah, so I'm not, like I said in my last thrift store haul, which I don't know if I published it. I'm going to put, there's one thrift store haul which is on my camera, which I was not able to get up in time before I left, and I'm going to basically upload it, maybe not next week, because I have a Veg Fest haul for you next week. The following week, I will upload that one, in which I talked about how, okay, I don't want to demonize the high street, because I feel like everybody who is successful in all these big multinational companies that are successful, they're not successful because they're evil and because they're greedy. They're successful because they're offering a valuable service that people want. Now, whether that valuable service also has negative repercussions is completely up for debate, and let's agree that it does. You know, the fast fashion industry is quite destructive. It wouldn't be successful if it wasn't providing a valuable service. You know, people need clothes, and people don't want to spend more of their money, which is just a form of energy. They don't want to put more of their energy into buying clothes than they have to. So if a company is offering you that stuff for less, then why would you not do it? The problem that I have with it, where it becomes immoral and completely unsustainable, is when people buy into every new trend and wear it for a bit and then chuck it out. And even if you give it to a charity shop, the charity shops mostly send their stuff to, the stuff that they can't sell here, they send their stuff to Africa, and then it destroys the fashion industry in Africa. And a lot of African fashion designers are really, you know, struggling to get their stuff seen and out to a global stage, because the second-hand market is just completely dominated. So yeah, if you are going to buy on the high street, I don't want to make people feel guilty about that. I sometimes buy things on the high street as well, as you can see. Just make sure it's something that you really like and that you do plan to wear, and you plan to wear it consistently, and you're not just going to wear it a couple of times and then throw it away. So these ones I do plan to wear. I plan to get a lot of wear out of these. I've already planned outfits that I'm going to wear with them. I'm not going to do like a full outfit one, because this isn't really like a clothing haul, but I think that would look really nice with some nudes or with some diamante type outfits, very feminine type. So yeah. Okay, and then what have I got here? These are lovely. Okay, so these are some flip-flops. Well, are they flip-flops or are they sandals? And they're hand embroidered, and they're completely vegan, no leather. I made sure to check. Look at that beautiful embroidery. Is that focusing? Please focus. Yeah, beautiful. I'm going to wear these when I go to Ubud, and everybody's going to be like, oh my god, where did you get those shoes from? They're so gorgeous. I know it. I know it. And then these ones, why is there, there's like oil or something that's splattered all over everything. These were just in my suitcase, and you know, everything just gets chucked in. Okay, so these, I bought some simple flats. These will also be great for Bali. You can see that I've been shopping way more for Bali than I have for London, but that's because I have so many London clothes already. So yeah, these will be amazing for Bali, because especially in Ubud, everywhere I go has got like, you have to take your shoes off when you get there. So having some nice shoes that I can put on and then take off very easily, like I don't have to unbuckle them or untie them, I can just slide them straight off. But they're also pretty enough to wear like for evening wear, and like I said in one of my other videos, you don't really want to be wearing heels in Ubud, because it's just not the type of place that you want to wear heels. is too jungly. What else? I feel like I bought way more stuff than this. How did I only buy these things? No, I can't have only bought these things. Just a couple of pairs of shorts, is that it, really? Okay, that's it. No, I bought a tray, but it's downstairs. I bought a really nice tray. Maybe I'll get the tray. Hang on, I'll get the tray. Okay, so here is the tray that I bought. It's some type of wood. I can't remember what type of wood. And then it's got this beautiful inlay. This is like, I mean, it's traditionally bone, but this one's plastic, the guy told me. So yeah, I bought this tea tray for my mum because she loves her tea. And currently she was using like this really ugly 70s melamine one, which is like really cool if you're into like retro stuff like that, but I find it really ugly and it doesn't go with like the decor that she has. So I've been trying to get her to get rid of it for ages, but she doesn't want to because it's useful and she likes the size. So I found this one instead, which is about the same size, and then I was just like, can I please get rid of your ugly 70s one? And she was like, yes. So that's a win there. Yes, and what else have I got? And then this, I'm obsessed with this. So if you saw my video on like how to prolong your sustainable wardrobe, how to prolong your clothes, I talked you through some of my stuff that I had in my pile of things that needed alteration or repair and stuff. And there's this one beautiful dress that I bought from Accessorize, which has all this gorgeous like shisha, Indian embroidered shisha work on the bodice, but I'd put it in the wash and it shrunk. That's what happens when you buy on the high street a lot of the time. And so it was now like too short for me. So I went and found a haberdashery and I bought this beautiful trim, and I'm going to put that on the bottom to lengthen it. So it should give it another couple of inches. So it'll now be like a nice floor skimming length. And then I have another white dress, which I also featured in that video, which was also, I didn't really like the length of it and I wanted it to be a bit longer. So I'm going to put that on the bottom, and that is going to lengthen it. So I'm really excited to do that. Let me know if you want me to make a video showing you how I alter my things or how I repair them. Then leave a comment in the comment box below. And I think that is all the stuff that I bought. Like, what else did I buy? I bought this. I just want to show you something else. Yeah, I went for a facial at Tony and Guy in Lahore. It was really good facial. And then the lady recommended this serum, so I did check, and it is cruelty free, and it's by Gino. Yes. So, Gino Serum by Oxygen Face Serum, and I've been really enjoying it. It's made my skin feel really nice and soft. So yeah, that's a good product. That's about it. I think that's all I have time to share with you. That's all I bought anyway. Okay, I just found a bunch of stuff when I was cleaning my room that I forgot about. I knew I bought more stuff than that. Okay, so what have we got? Okay, so these are also some little gifts that I bought for my nieces. Look at how cute these are. These are bangles. They're so cute, and look, they've got these little pom-poms, and they're so if any of you follow my designer account for my brand, which is not yet launched but will soon launch, you will know that this is like so on brand for my my new collection. These kind of like bright colors and the pom-poms and stuff. So yeah, that's one little thing. I'm going to put that there because it's going to take me a while to put it back in the bag. And then these are little bangles. I should take them out of the packet, really. I'm not going to take them all out of the packet. I'll just take 3 so you can see. I don't know, it's not focusing very well, but these are like beautiful little coloured bangles that are handmade. They're like wrapped in ribbon with like little diamantes, and they're the perfect size for the girls. They're going to love those because they love dressing up just like their auntie. And then this one's a little bit more grown up. This one's for the bigger niece, Sophia. And it's red and gold. This will be perfect for Christmas. La la la. And then this one's for Ava, who's the littler one. And look how cute. It's got a little jangly and it's all candy colours. So I love that. I really like that a lot. So I'm looking forward to gifting them that. And then what else have I got in here? Okay, I bought this from jewellery store. Like just a little jewellery kiosk where they were selling random bits of jewellery. And this is actually Afghani. My paternal grandmother is Pathan, so she's like from her ancestry basically comes from like on the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan, and so they have a lot of these types of sort of silverware. Yeah, so this is beautiful. I love this kind of stuff. It's very tribal. So yeah, I'm in love with that. Really beautiful piece. These are so cute. I bought these from the craft shop that they have at the airport. So if you are passing through Lahore and you don't have a lot of time to go shopping, you can find a lot of stuff in there. So these are so cute. And yeah, they're very samsara. I think they come from, I think he did say that everything there was from Punjab, but these remind me of the stuff that you get in Kailash, which is a province in Pakistan where they make a lot of these like really brightly coloured embroidered wool type, you know, belts and a lot of like just beautiful things. So that's one keyring, that's another one. I think they're all very similar. Yeah, they just come in different colours. So these are little gifts that I bought for the fam. And then something for me. I bought these cute little ear jackets. So it's just got stars. I'm obsessed with stars at the moment, ever since I took the Ishtar pseudonym for my Instagram. I've just been obsessed with like moons and stars and the Elohim. Yeah, so that's like an ear jacket. I'm not going to put it on right now because it's actually a pain in the arse to put on. And then I bought these. Look at that. It's so bling bling. I love it. It's just costume jewelry. And I love my paste. Or rather crystal, I mean that's the more modern term for it. In the 20s they used to call it paste, sort of fake diamonds. And these are really on trend now. Like this autumn winter we're going to start to see a lot of these like rhinestone jewelry become quite, it's going to be, I've looked at all the trend reports and the runways and stuff, and wearing this stuff during the day with like a casual outfit you're going to see a lot of it. So that's that. And then this, I'm obsessed with this. This is a mung sticker. Isn't that beautiful? I love these. I've got like 3 of them now. So it's not a perfect match because of the blue stone. It's quite Victorian, I feel. Yeah, so that is actually this is my favourite, and I can't believe I didn't remember that I didn't have it in the haul. This is my favourite thing that I bought while I was there. So yeah, I hope you liked that haul, and I'm just going to slot this into the bit that I already recorded. So so next week I'm going to upload, I went to Veg Fest over the weekend here in London, which was great. Got to see all the vegans who I have seen from time to time. It's nice to kind of like connect with the community. Got to see a lot of the new brands that have sprung up, you know, while I've been away. New chocolate brands, new cheese brands, all kinds of like vegan nutrition brands and beauty product brands and amazing stuff. And it was just wonderful as well, after being in Pakistan, which is like such a vegan unfriendly place to be, like honestly. It was great to be somewhere where there's like such a strong vegan presence. So I bought a lot of stuff, and I filmed a quick haul the other day, but I'm going to upload it next week because I want to upload this one first because it's got my little life update. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a thumbs up. Give me suggestions for new videos in the comment box below. What was your favourite thing that I bought in my haul? Let me know in the comment box, and I will see you in the next video. One love, soul fam. Bye bye.
You're introduced to LSD, and unless you've taken some other drug, like for instance, like marijuana or something, well, you know, it's an altogether new thing, and you actually can have a religious experience